From Northern Illinois through the Illinois Valley, Classic Rock 1029 WMKB Earlville, a KM communication station. 1029 MKB.
Classic Rock 102.9.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Dude, just take the seed and plant it in the pot.
There's no place like home.
It's the Homegrown Show on Classic Rock 102.9.
Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show. Myself, Rowdy V, and Johnny V are here, and we're along with the band. Absolutely perfect.
Hi.
I knew you guys were here. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
That's good. You guys find the place all right?
Yeah.
Did you get lost?
It's the only radio station for about 100 miles out this way, so we just looked for the tower.
Yeah, but if it's at night, you know, you'd see all the other red blinking lights because of our wind farm out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool enough.
So,
We feel eco-friendly today.
yeah.
We talked about buying one. We realized how expensive they are.
Well, you mean buying one?
Well,
then,
having one.
That's,
we were going to steal one.
They have like a miniature one for your amp.
that'd be awesome. You have to play outside a lot, though.
Oh, yeah.
Or have a little kid blowing it or something.
Yeah, we just have some
Yeah.
some roadies blowing off.
Yeah.
Fan run it.
So you guys are a Chicago area band?
Yep.
You like to consider yourselves?
Suburban boys, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it depends who we're talking to. If we're talking to someone out of state, we're a Chicago band. If we're talking to someone from the Chicago area, we're an Oswego band.
Yeah.
If we're talking to someone in Yorkville, we're a Yorkville band. So
Whatever's convenient for who we're talking to.
Whatever needs to be said.
So then where are you guys actually from then?
we're all from Oswego. We all grew up in Oswego,
Yeah.
and right now we're practicing out of Yorkville. So
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
Yorkville's a mean place.
And why is that?
From the streets, man.
There's a lot of cornfields. There's a water park now.
that's right.
Terrible. Water park, man. I don't know. Slide gets me every time.
So how'd you guys get together? Where did it all start?
Well, I think it was high school. I think Tim asked me to go to the prom. I was like, well, I don't know. Pretty much high school we all knew each other from. Just going, graduating just about the same time, and being friends forever.
Yeah, but we all actually played in different bands in high school, and it just kind of worked out that we ended up being this group now.
Yeah, I think Guy, Randy, and I all had separate bands. Tim played like in every band in the town. Or like at least a practice or two.
Yeah, I was in every band that's existed in us.
One could say he got around.
Yeah, it's funny because Guy and I played a lot of shows together in separate bands, and it's cool to finally come together like years later.
Yeah.
And then just grabbed the other two and said, hey, let's just start a band.
Yeah, we had another guitarist for a few years that was with us for a while, and he just kind of drifted in his own kind of pursuit of what he wanted to do, went away to school, and kind of had different things planned in life, and we acquired Guy, and it ended up being a good fit. So it worked out really good.
Okay.
We're all kind of the surviving members of all the bands that originated at Oswego. We're kind of a couple other ones are still going at it, but we're
there's a lot of great musicians in Oswego.
Yeah.
The other good bands, Short of All and The Light in the Attic.
Yeah.
And
they're still around today?
Yeah,
Yes.
still around.
Yeah, we're actually playing a Halloween show with them at the End Zone in Aurora.
The dirty End Zone.
Yeah,
You guys ever heard of the End Zone in Aurora?
I haven't.
It's on Farnsworth. It gets rowdy.
It's about a quarter mile south of 88 on Farnsworth. It's generally like a sports bar, I think, but when we take over that place, it just becomes a madhouse.
Yeah.
Further down than Mike and Denise?
It's like pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah. So
we're also playing at Mike and
we're also playing at Mike and Denise's next Saturday, October 10th. We're at Mike and Denise's with the bands that we're playing there with Orion 9, Munger, and Dies Molly. Yeah. So that should be a pretty good show too. So we're doing a lot of local shows. We are actually. Yeah.
Bringing all them bands with
you. Yep. So.
Yeah, Mike's and Denise is pretty cool. They just remodeled it, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I heard that, yeah.
I don't think it's haunted anymore. It's a plus.
Haunted with the stink of dirty carpet.
That's been everything. Restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. It was a good restaurant at one time.
Yeah.
So
before you guys were born.
You always got to bring that up.
I'm an old guy. Well, knowledgeable man.
So,
Worldly.
Who came up with the name Absolutely Perfect?
Jay and I did.
How'd you?
A lot
how'd
of
you?
vibe.
There's a big old story and like an internal feud right now, but it came about before we even had anyone else. It was just Tim and Isaiah. It was our baby.
It was an idea more than a band name.
Mm-hmm.
The band name kind of grew from the idea just of kind of like how society looks at things and like idolizes the wrong people and the wrong behavior and tries to be this like perfect version of themselves, but like what creates that?
Mhm.
Like it's your own self-esteem and what you look at as yourself, so everybody's perfect then.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the whole idea of the band name is Absolutely Perfect. We're all the perfect versions of ourselves.
Like our website, it's youareperfect.com.
Yeah.
So
Like we don't want to come out as being.
yeah, it's not a cocky Absolutely Perfect by any means.
It's completely absent of ego. It's just a simple idea.
That's good. Has anybody ever come up to you and said, "You guys aren't perfect" or something like that?
All the time. Oh, that's a cocky band name. But we were done justice though when our CD came out. The Illinois Entertainer did a review on our CD, and the first line was, the name Absolutely Perfect sounds pretentious, but these guys nailed it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That was
That's awesome.
It was kind of not that reassuring for us, but it kind of proved to everyone that we didn't have that intent with the name, but someone else associated it with us. So that was a good compliment.
And it originally came from pro wrestling, the Absolutely Perfect thing.
yeah?
Mr. Perfect.
There was a wrestler, Mr.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
It was his gimmick, and we liked him. And he passed away, and we took it on. So that was where we got it from.
And when the entertainer can, put something in there about you guys, I mean that's a plus.
Yeah.
Because, every person that's a musician, looks at the entertainer.
Mhm.
So I mean it's a good thing.
Yeah, it was a great compliment to us. We were very pleased with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Mr. Perfect that used to spit out the gum and hit it out to the crowd. Nailed it every time. Nailed it every time. Yeah.
Awesome.
He passed away though.
He did, yeah. And then
A while
when he
ago.
passed away, Tim and I were like, you know what, we need to carry him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we expanded it.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and play one of your songs off your album here. Is this your only album you got?
It's actually our second album.
yeah.
Okay.
Which all the songs on both albums can be downloaded at our website,
Yeah.
www.youareperfect, the letter U, areperfect.com.
That's right.
So you
For
could
free.
for free. That's right. So
Nice.
AP stimulus plan.
And it's number one. It's called 57. How did that come about? Who wrote
The
it?
57.
What's it
Randy
about?
writes all the lyrics, so the idea is separate than the song name. The song name 57 is actually an address for our friend Andy.
Fancy.
The title of it used to be actually 57 Cadorus, and as a
I used
habit.
to live on Cadorus.
Yeah?
56 Cadorus.
No way.
So this song originated right down the block from where you
So
were.
we were loud guys there all the time.
Yeah, it just as a habit of just making things easier when we talked about songs and stuff, it just shortened down to 57, and I think that's happened to a lot of the names.
Yeah.
Like they're just abbreviated so much now. They've kind of lost
The
like
more you hear them, the less you like them.
they kind of, like Tim was saying, they kind of drift away from the point of the song. There's really no correlation between the content, but it means something to us. What it means is kind of yet to be determined sometimes. But
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, here it is, the song 57 from Absolutely Perfect, right here, Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show.
Well, no,
Classic Rock 102.9. Got on there a little early. That was 57 off of Absolutely Perfect's album. Is it called Live to Be?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then ...
Yes. That's for each individual listener's interpretation.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think
Awesome.
the first one.
Like it poses a question.
Yeah.
I like the CD so far, you know, and the
Yeah.
name Absolute. You know, when I used to drink.
Now, see, we wanted to get
57.
we wanted to get endorsed by Absolute.
Really?
So if,
That'd be
if they're
cool.
listening right now,
Yes.
Yeah.
bring
Well, we
it
have
our
a
way.
45-mile radius, so there's a good possibility.
Some farmer in his still out
Drunk.
there.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'll
Absolute.
I'll do that. I can mark it with a marker or something. That's funny.
So, who writes the songs? Just you?
Well,
Randy does.
He writes the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because he has to sing them, so
Right.
I care about these. We kind of all said, like, Guy and I primarily write all the music, but there's a lot of input and interpretation from everybody, and a lot of, like, we come up with the ideas and then we work them out all together.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
there's-
then you guys are just basically just jamming, and then
A lot of
something pops
recently
in your
we've been
head?
coming up with songs on the fly. We made a song 2 weeks ago in an hour, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there it is. Then we just heard it and went
Yeah.
and finished it.
That's cool.
And that was like natural. It was
Yeah.
really cool.
Sometimes it just clicks, and sometimes you come up with an idea and you like it, and then you pair it up with another idea that comes up, and then you say, well, maybe I should go back and change this, and we kind of work together. Like a lot of bands will have one guy who comes in with a song already finished and hands it to everyone in the band, says, all right, you're playing this, you're playing that, and that. It takes away from the creativity and the interaction between all of us, like
And the uniqueness.
Yeah, the
Everything
uniqueness
becomes
of it.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah, we
it
all
sounds the same.
we all get to do what we want.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's good.
That's good.
So
You need that.
We kind of also write in a weird way where we make most of the music first and then give it to Randy, and he has like the audio track to put whatever he wants on it.
That's cool.
Which is a little different, almost like a rap artist would do.
yeah.
Lay
Oh,
down
yeah?
the music and then come in and.
Or like Elton John and Bernie, you know.
I didn't, I didn't know
Yeah.
they did that.
Like
that
we always
way.
talk about, me and Roddy, we always talk about it's nice for people to write the songs because I could never write a song.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really really cool. And you guys do all just original. You don't do any cover or anything.
We have done some covers, but it's
But you rather
very
do- yeah.
yeah, it's very sparingly. And the only time we usually do it is if we know we have like a really large set time to fill.
Yeah.
And
It's more for fun, too. Like,
Yeah.
Not to be like, oh, look how good we can play this. It's more like, it'd be funny if we did this song.
Yeah.
Or our friends would love this if we did
Yeah.
this.
Like Halloween, we got some surprises coming up.
Yeah, I got
That's good.
couple new covers. We have a couple that people like. We'll go somewhere and play, and they'll request that they play our cover because they like the way that we do it. So we're trying to shy away from those ones a little more and come up with new ones. Just to keep people, interested in listening and hearing different types of music. So we all listen to a very broad range of music, and we like to expose other people to that music too.
Yeah.
So and that's just another way that we could do that too.
As far as writing songs, though, I think music's already there, and I think we just kind of feel it out. But I don't think we really create it. I think it's there on its own already. That's
Because
just how I feel.
there's so many artists out there. I mean, even like country artists that probably never write a song,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're so rich and famous because other people have written songs for
yeah,
them.
yeah.
That's why I like you guys because I like the originality.
Well, thank you.
It's
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, that's
Because I could go see a cover band anywhere,
Mhm.
but when you see someone that's unique in their own music, I think.
And
it's
it
really
sounds good.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of, original bands on here, which I really like more.
great.
But I mean, we get everybody here
Yeah.
that we can.
There's a
for the
difference.
show,
There's
but
a
yeah.
crowd for each, and
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing a good cover band of the band I like. I mean,
Yeah.
But I prefer original music also.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's just excellent.
There's a I'd say most of the top 40 artists. It seems like it's half and half.
Mhm.
You've got half of them that may have basically started from like where we're at and built up and gone through all the little stages of development and got into some success and they still write their songs and maybe now it's a little more heavy-handed with producers and things like that. And then there are a lot of just the studio-built kind of musicians, or I don't even know if you can call them musicians, maybe just performers, but
I'm sure Britney Spears writes all of her songs.
Yeah.
She means every last word she says.
Out with Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, she danced with a snake.
Yeah.
That's true.
That makes sense.
I couldn't do that.
That's pretty cool.
Well, Kanye, huh?
But it's even nice, like with Toby Keith, where he, I'm not into country, but he gets his
Yeah,
own
you are.
label and stuff, and and that's what he wants on that label.
Sure, you're not.
What's that T-shirt say?
Corona.
Oh yeah.
No, but I mean, and that's what he wants at his studio. He wants everybody to write their own songs, and I think that's kind of unique too. So.
For sure.
It seems to be like a really big shift in, in the music industry lately, since everything's been kind of diving out with the economy and things like that. It ends up being now where independent artists are taking so much more control of what they're doing, and whether it's the merchandise, the booking, everything, recording. They got their own studios and things like that, where they don't need to rely on a big label as much anymore. It makes it harder for touring capabilities and stuff like that. But as far as documenting your music and getting it down on record and things like that.
And if we have a late night show, you should do it because you got the late night show voice.
This is Randy Oswald.
That's Randy.
WKB.
See, there you go.
How you doing?
KBBL.
There wouldn't be much of a traffic report.
The roads are still there.
Haven't seen a vehicle in about an hour.
You want to ride your skateboard? Now's the time.
Hear that flowing, churning sound of the wind machines out there.
Yeah.
The turbines.
Turbines.
They look like they create the wind.
The wind machine.
They do. I mean, if I ever had an educated guess,
Land of wind jokes.
I would probably say that came from there.
I don't know how educated it is, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah. Well,
Well, did you have something?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Song
okay.
or what?
Yeah. Well, they wanted to play
Yeah,
an
let's do
acoustic
this.
one. Do you guys need a minute?
Sure.
Or do you want us to go to song and then we'll just...
Well, you can, or we could talk about it while you're getting ready.
Yeah,
Sure.
Cool.
No, it
What's
takes
it
a
called?
second, too, so-
This next song, we don't initially have like anything super pinned down because it's for the next record, but
Oh, okay.
tentatively.
So it's a sneak peek, huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
It's
fun on
it's
there.
actually an acoustic version of a song that we have fully written, like a full rock version with everybody, and it's called Masterpiece, and it's
It's a masterpiece.
It's nice. It's nice and slow, so you should be able to decipher what.
Was that the one that you
content
guys were
is.
playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit earlier.
Oh, we've actually only played it acoustic once.
Yeah, we
So-
recorded it.
Recorded it.
And we
week.
recorded it, yeah.
And
It's
put it on the internet.
Yeah. So if you want a good recording of this song, again, you can get it from our website. And I think it's on our Facebook too.
Yeah, it's like everywhere.
You can't. I don't think you can download it from Facebook, but
You can listen to it.
You
though,
can
for
listen.
sure.
Yeah.
Listen to the heck out of it.
All right.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready. Sure.
Interesting, a dim little room stands a younger man with a question for the ages on his eye. Enter now the elder man, a proposition for you. If you find the key to life, I will pass this knowledge on to you. Inside and a chance, so gather your sense. These fine lines no longer precede you. The younger man returns years later with empty hands. I searched the land, I found on key a fruitless end. The elder man replied, my son, you are a fool. You search within yourself, my friend, and you learn to walk the lives of two.
the time comes a curious view with the sides no longer divided. When it's insight and a chance to gather your sense, these fine lines no longer precede you.
Awesome.
All right. You know, that actually, I broke my mic. That actually sounded like Incubus. And you guys have a rockin' version of that?
We do, yeah.
Wow, I'd like to hear what that sounds like.
It
I
will
liked it.
definitely be on our next CD, and any of the shows we got coming up, I think we'll be playing it. So, well, I guess we can announce some of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Plug it.
We can plug them later too.
Okay, this Saturday coming up, October 3rd, in Yorkville, we're playing at the Trinity Fall Festival. The Trinity United Methodist Church is having kind of like a big fall festival where they're having some rides, live music, food, games. They have a pumpkin patch for kids and stuff. We're playing there at 11 a.m.
Really?
And it's right on the corner of Route 47 and Cannonball Trail. Saturday, October 10th, we're playing at Mike and Denise's Pub and Pizzeria in Aurora, and that's right on Farnsworth Avenue, at 8 p.m. October 24th, we're playing at Otto's Nightclub in DeKalb at 8 p.m. I don't think we have any other bands on that bill yet, or nothing's been confirmed.
Trying to get a light in the attic, so if they're listening.
Yeah, if someone would call us back. And then our big Halloween bash costume party on October 31st at the End Zone in Aurora, which will have a light in the attic, Short of All, and us.
All best friends that night.
Yes.
Are you guys
yes.
Are you guys gonna be dressed up?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, we had
They look like kids.
Well, actually, last year Tim was a ladybug.
That's true.
An adorable lady.
He was an adorable ladybug.
I have never seen a man look so good in tights in my life.
Fishnets.
Just putting it out there.
Ladies were ridiculous.
What was Matt from the Short of All?
He was French maid.
Yeah.
That or was he a German beer
friends
wench?
like to be
Either
with.
way.
Yeah. I don't know what that says about our friends, but they're all cool guys.
They
Yeah.
have a sensitive side.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do. That's what it is.
So
Just Halloween is one of those days.
yeah, so those Halloween parties with the costume parties usually get pretty rowdy.
We love Halloween.
Yeah, it's a great time. So if anyone's looking for something to do on Halloween night, come out to the End Zone in Aurora. It'll definitely be a blast. So and then
Blast and a half.
blast and a half. And the other show we got is at Ballydoyle in Aurora on November 28th. It's a Saturday,
Have
right?
you guys been there before?
No. I've
Valley
been
Doyle?
by there and stuff. I hear
I've
Awesome.
heard a lot about it.
It's
Awesome
really
place,
nice.
yeah. Great music venue, great sound, food and drinks,
Yeah, talk to
A+.
them 'cause we plug a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of bands have been in here.
Yeah.
They got like a real stage and real sound, real
Yeah.
lights, like a real place.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Definitely a great venue. So we're really excited to play there. That's our first show there. We played there on one of their open mic nights or battle nights. I don't know what they
That
call
was
it.
interesting.
Yeah, but it was actually a couple weeks ago. But we played without Tim because he just had surgery.
Throat surgery.
So
Oh, really?
It was very strange. It almost felt like you were like cheating on a spouse or something.
Yeah.
Like we knew he was at home and we were out there doing that. It just didn't feel right.
I found out the day of the show that they were doing it. I was a little cheesed.
Yeah.
Understand.
But we sent him flowers and some chocolates and he forgave us.
Delicious.
A little teddy bear.
Yeah, we were worried when he came back he was going to sound like Cyndi Lauper or something. And,
Randy was worried. I was hoping.
Well, then he'd just play then, right? He wouldn't have to sing now.
Exactly.
Huh.
So
Well, I want him to sing.
yeah.
I also want to sing.
Everybody wants to be the front man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to be the front man on the bass playing
Yeah.
side. I like to be the standout.
Well, you were on your bio, didn't you? They said you play it upside down or backwards or something. Tell us about that.
I don't know what
When
any
you
of
first
that-
started.
I've been known to do tripods. Not the extent of it.
You once did one on your name.
I did do a tripod on my bass amp one
But
time.
you didn't play it backwards or
No.
No. I
One
found the
time,
tripod more impressive.
Remember the Reggie show?
Oh, one time I played intoxicated.
We can blame a certain guy named Q.
Yeah, Marquette from when Mindsight was around. Was their bass player. We played with them, and he kept feeding me cups of Jaeger, and I don't drink, so I was like, "It's delicious. I'm drinking it all." And then it came time to play, and I was like,
He played no-handed.
Yeah.
I was just like, "What?"
There was a moment in time when he yelled at his bass like it was his bass's fault that it wasn't being played right.
It was a great night.
It was awesome.
Great night.
Great.
Guy, you're a big Beatle fan,
I do love the Beatles. My dad was a huge Beatles fan, so I grew up with the Beatles.
but then you played the drums
I
early on and.
You are more prepared than I am. I look horrible here.
I actually started playing drums and when I was a younger kid, and my dad, I had a real crappy drum set. Yeah, I'm an older kid now. I had a really crappy drum set, so my dad's like, "Oh, we'll throw that one out next week. We'll go buy a new one." So as a stupid 8-year-old kid, I listened to him. I threw him out because I thought next week I'd get a new one, and it was like 7 years later. He tricked me because I don't think he liked the noise. So finally, I made him make good with his deal by getting me a guitar.
Yeah.
And then once I got that, I just.
But didn't you have a guitar before that was like 3 or 4 strings on it?
Yeah. When I decided I wanted to get into guitar, my dad garbage picked a 3-string acoustic for me. It was in the garbage, so it was on the top though, so it was all right.
Was it in good condition?
Terrible condition.
Really?
It barely made sound. So, but I messed around with it for a couple months, and I had no idea what I was doing. I just put on songs I like and try and make it sound like that, and determined that I wanted to do it. So then I talked my dad into get me a real guitar, and then just kind of went from there. And then I taught myself for. Been playing for 14 years now. Probably for about 12 years I was self-taught, never took any lessons. And then I ended up working on a gentleman named T.D. Clark, who's a pretty famous guitarist. I ended up working on his car. And as part of the payment, he's like, "Come over, I'll give you some guitar lessons." So I'm like, "All right."
Sweet.
So I went there. I think I was there for about 5 or 6 lessons, and the guy's amazing. Like, almost too smart. Like, I couldn't even comprehend what he was doing. It was like it should have been a great experience, but you go there and you see him playing, and you're like, "Man, what am I doing wasting my time here? I'm never going to be like that." But he gave me just some minor things to improve some bad habits that I had, and he really made me a much better guitar player, even the short time that I played with him. And then we struck up a friendship, and then we ended up recording our Live to Be CD in his studio that he has in Aurora.
Randy, put your pants back.
So
I heard that.
And he knows talent too, though. I mean, he's been around for a long time.
Oh yeah. He's toured with like Nugent and like all these great bands, and just hearing all his rock star stories are worth. Even if you don't play guitar, take a guitar lesson just to hear his stories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so worth it. And he does lessons, and they record out of his studio and everything. He's got a pretty nice setup there.
That's
so
good.
To hear stories, does he like charge by the hour? Or?
No, they were kind of like a bundle package with the guitar lesson, but I assume if you don't buy the guitar lesson, you probably have to pay for the stories too. Yeah. So.
All right. I was just completely listening. I was like, okay.
Your girlfriend would be proud that you at least listen to something.
I tell her I listen, but
yeah, that's one ear and out the other.
Yeah. Well, she's not listening right now, so it's cool.
She never listens.
She used to. I'm not playing any favorites, but I was looking at the bios, and Randy's was the shortest. I don't like reading a whole lot. No. What?
Tim is the shortest.
No, Randy's was the shortest.
Yeah.
Randy's wasn't actually complete sentences. It was just words with plus signs on them.
I don't think
It was a long equation. It was like coffee plus sleep equals happy Randy or something like that.
So I like to zip through things, but if it's I don't know. But I came across one of your influences is female singers and rock bands. Explain that.
I don't know. I've always been real partial to like
Vixen.
Like you know what? I like Heart.
Yeah.
I like big vocals. I like 80s like big sound for that stuff. But I've always been a big fan of like the dynamic of like a feminine voice in a rock band. Like you don't hear as many of them, and you don't hear as many of them that are like just stand out amazing. And I don't know. More recently, there's been in the last maybe 5-10 years, I noticed a lot more of them. There's bands like Paramore, Evanescence, and a band called Vedera that was touring with a band that we really like called Dredge, and we saw them in Milwaukee at the rave, and I just remember like never seeing them before, watched them play a couple songs, and just jaw hit the floor. I was just like, wow. And it was just tiny little girl, huge voice, just standing way out in front of this band that's just supporting the whole thing. Just, I love it. It's awesome. I think part of it's because I envy it, because they can hit this different range that, guys just can't even touch them.
They always look so good.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
can't argue with
instantly
that.
10 points hotter. if you can
You
sing
go to
like
hard
that.
concert, you see all guys there. You can never find a chick there.
I'm upset. I missed them at what was it?
Ribfest in
the
April.
last
Yeah,
couple
there.
years. Every time I thought about going, I remembered to go. Everybody was like, "Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
you'll make it to Aurora, and then to get in like a jam-packed parking lot of cars." Awesome.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We still got some few songs to hear from you guys. Absolutely Perfect, and we'll be back in a little bit with Johnny V and myself, Rowdy V. But mainly Absolutely Perfect, so stay tuned. Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show.
Wow, it's the Homegrown Show on Classic Rock 102.9. Yeah. Wow, it's the Homegrown Show on Classic Rock 102.9. Yeah.
Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show. What are you saying?
Yeah, I was talking to myself.
We have Absolutely Perfect in here.
Yeah, the weather's absolutely perfect, and the windmills are absolutely perfect.
Yes, they're nice. It looks orange right now.
Really nice.
Reflection.
It's very nice out.
Let's get to the music, man. Come on, your
Yeah,
song.
you guys, let's play another
Let's
song.
play a song here.
Do American Eye?
That's fine.
America. And I got shortened too.
That's true.
How do you like this one? America.
You guys want to shorten that too?
America.
Okay. America Eyes. Here's where'd this song come from, briefly?
This was actually the first song we wrote when I joined the group. It's about 2 years ago. We just got together and it just kind of happened. Like it was like
one of those half hour there's a song right
there. Yeah. Cool. I think it's kind of, at least for me, it kind of solidified the fact that I was going to be jamming with these guys for a while after that. So it kind of made me feel like part of the band.
Made it real.
Yeah, made it real.
It does work. And then the beginning has a cowbell.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
So
sweet.
Yeah, the street cred of this song is increased tenfold.
The content more, I think, for this song, it solidifies the idea of the name also, because it's kind of just about perception versus reality and the idea of perfect.
Well, the chorus says, what is the chorus line? Perfection is not what you see.
It's what you've come to believe.
Yep. But it sums up the band, pretty much.
Oh, cool. Well, here it is, American Eyes by Absolutely Perfect off their album Live to Be, Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show. Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show. That was Americanized by Absolutely Perfect off their Live to Be album. Whoopsie. I fixed it.
That's why he's the engineer.
Yeah,
the
kind of.
wrench.
We're all eating mints.
Oh yeah,
Delicious mints.
crunchy.
We sound pretty funny.
Yeah.
We're all minty fresh.
I had another question, actually, a few. I don't have many, but you get out of here. You're making me look bad. You're way more prepared than I am, just because I didn't want to read some of your guys' bios. I'm sorry.
You look like you dressed pretty bad, too. So compared to me.
How do you guys get booked?
Well, we like to be paid with food.
Jay doesn't
ourselves. I do a lot of the booking.
Yeah. That's the way to go.
Do you just go out and call places and be like, you guys want to?
Everyone wants you to email, so I email everyone. Every
Okay.
venue I've emailed, and venues usually don't get back to you, so you got to keep
Really?
emailing them.
Or they tell you to go through their promoter.
They go through the promoter, and it's like a circle.
Yeah.
You know, and I get dizzy after a while.
Talk to this guy. They keep transferring you.
Yeah, you really just they'll book you if they believe you can bring people.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
I mean that's cool because it's better if there's people there anyway.
Yeah. So.
How do you make them believe that you can bring people?
It comes out
Shows
like
pictures.
Well,
This
is
thing
our last
called
show.
Photoshop. You
Yeah.
can take all these people.
When you look at our website, you can see pictures of our shows. Having a really positive review in the Entertainer helps a lot.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that is like
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna look at.
Plus-
so we can set our own price for our
we like to, like, a lot of bands will just throw together any show and get anyone on there just to play. When we don't look at putting a show together like just a show, we make it an event. We make sure that all the bands fit well together, that it's going to draw people, because we ultimately want it to be a success for us, just as well as the venue wants it to be a success. And then usually we do all our own self-promotion on the internet. We do flyers, we give out free CDs. If you come to any of our shows, we always give out free copies of the CD.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's just one way. I mean, we don't feel that you should have to pay for music.
They
Yeah.
got the Oompa Loompas in the back burning them all.
one year, a long time ago, we played on a float in a parade.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was the coolest thing. And our friend Justin was on there filming it, and we were on like a trailer. I think we played the same song like 18,000 times because we were going through town, and it was constantly changing. It was a
Really?
parade, and all the people were out. We played on the back of a trailer with like a generator. And towards the end, we started like falling over, and it was crazy. There's footage of that somewhere.
I remember
I have that footage.
my mom was talking about it, and she said like somebody was sitting, that's like an older lady was sitting next to her, and she goes, "What's this about?"
I was like,
That's
yeah,
funny.
They were surprised. They didn't understand. Like,
It was for a music shop in town, and I don't think there was any actual signs anywhere that said anything to do with the music. It was just
You
an
guys-
old wooden trailer with hay bales and us.
Two of us wore shirts for it, but we're on a moving float that you can't see. So.
I got so sunburned that day.
Oh man, the top of my head was red and peeling. Not good.
So you guys want to play another acoustic song?
Sure. See if I
And
can
what's-
remember all the words this time.
I hope so.
What's this one about?
Drugs.
Or what's it called?
It's called
And then-
Scooter,
Scooter?
which
This
is
is
no,
old one.
absolutely
Yeah,
no,
Another horrible name for a good song.
no tips for anything.
Good.
This was also a song that was full band again, and over the years, I think we just assumed just
This
play
is
it
actually
acoustic.
off our first album.
Yeah. And I'm going to use Dave Yohana's djembe right now.
Some Africa.
Why don't you bring that mic a little closer to you? There you go. Ready?
once again you walk away, and once again I have nothing to say. But we both know that it's far from the truth. Every time I try to talk to you, my words are miles from to you. The words come easy when you're away, but when you're here, they seem to be misplaced. I know I'm shy at times and confident, but I know that time with you is time well spent. I sit around and I think of what I could say, help you see the light that you bring to my day. I know it's childish, but it's how I am. My only hope is that you'll understand. My perfect words, they come so easily, but my perfect words are never where they should be. These perfect words are so distant yet true, but my perfect words ain't never make it to you. My perfect words ain't come so easily, but my perfect words are never where they should be. These perfect words are so distant yet true, but my perfect words ain't never make it to you. My perfect words ain't come so easily, but my perfect words are never where they should be. These perfect words are so distant yet true, but my perfect words ain't never make it to you.
All right. Actually, I don't think I've came across a song that I've heard that I do not like.
Cool. Well, thank you.
And I'm being serious. I'm not like later. Yeah, right. No, I
Ring around the rosy.
no, I really like you guys. You guys got a unique sound.
Thank you.
You guys got some talent.
Thanks.
Got a lot of talent.
We pride ourselves in making music that's different from what everyone else is doing. So
Right. And I'm usually not a fan of original bands. Well, I mean, I just like hearing, I'm a classic rock guy because it's a classic rock station. But I mean, some songs are cool. I mean, there's actually few original bands that I like, and you guys are one of them.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that's even a better compliment than we thought.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'll write something up.
All right. On official letterhead, I assume?
Yes. I'll even sign it.
Awesome.
And that song was going to be off your guys' new album?
No, that was off of
That was original.
the first album.
Got to give some credit to Jason Yunker for that one.
Mhm.
He was their old guitarist, and he helped make that.
Him and I used to write the music back then.
That one's circa 2005.
Oh.
So.
Long time.
It's got some history.
And he left to go to college, and then I think he went to it was like the Korean circus or something. He's out there now. And
Some circus in Asia.
Crazy.
We're not exactly sure what country it was.
He's riding unicorns and juggling babies.
He likes it though, so he can have it.
That's cool. Awesome. So again, we're starting to run out of time. I know you guys wanted to play number 3, Cash Flow. We won't be able to play that one. We'll be able to play Tiger though for your outro.
Cool.
But
That's probably better.
Yeah, all the songs are downloadable for free on every album we've ever made, and actually the acoustic song we played first in the program, Masterpiece, is up there, and that's a live version that we recorded last week at our last practice.
when's your new album gonna be out?
As soon as we can rummage up some money.
Yeah. So
we're looking
if the
at the
station,
studio around the beginning of next year, hopefully.
yeah.
Okay.
Randy, you can
Randy,
see
I'll talk to
we're
your dad.
you can see we've got a lot of shows coming up. We're trying to make
Yeah.
as much money as possible. Feel free to donate.
Yeah, we accept donations. Cash donations are especially good. Or just coming out to our shows, supporting us helps us out too,
Yeah.
So any way that you could come out and show some love for AP or any of the other great bands that we always play with, we're always happy to see people at our shows. So.
Pressure Dave to record most of it for free.
Yes.
He knows.
Right now.
He knows. Tell him.
And where's your guys' shows again?
We have one. Our next one coming up is this Saturday at the Trinity United Methodist Church in Yorkville at their fall festival. That starts at 11 a.m. It's right on the corner of Route 47 and Cannonball Trail.
Is that where you guys are gonna start playing at
Yeah.
11?
Yeah. Yep. Then Saturday, October 10th at Mike and Denise's in Aurora. Starts at 8 p.m. October 24th at Otto's Nightclub in DeKalb. Starts at 8 p.m. And October 31st, the Halloween Costume Bash at the End Zone in Aurora. That also starts at 8 p.m. And then November 28th at Ballydoyle in Aurora. So we're hitting the Aurora circuit hard this month.
Cool.
Right after
So-
church.
You want to go ahead with your website again too?
Sure. It's www.theletteru.rperfect.com.
Yep.
Yep. And then we're also on the
Facebook,
Yeah.
MySpace. Yeah, you can get to us through those.
Everywhere.
nobody goes on MySpace anymore. But
I'm
for
still
those
trying to pressure me to getting on Twitter, but nobody wants to run it.
glorified text messages.
So-
And you can find all your upcoming shows on your guys' website as well.
And you're on our website.
Our website, theclassicrockexperience.com. Go to the local homegrown show link, and it'll be under Absolutely Perfect. And there's a
it's
picture.
changing too. Don't forget that.
It is changing. We won't have that website October 1st, but we're getting a new one, so it's easier for people to find.
Okay, excellent.
So
Convenience.
you guys got anything else?
Anything?
Nothing.
Thanks for having us in.
No
here.
problem.
Definitely, it was real cool.
I'm glad you guys came out.
Thanks.
I like bands that come out here that want to play acoustic songs live.
Yeah.
I like
Glad
seeing
we
that.
did it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you guys become famous, to be like, those guys were in the studio when I was
There
here.
you go.
I hope you'll be saying that one day.
Yeah.
It's the
That,
people that make you famous.
That's right.
We just want tickets. That's all.
Yeah.
Backstage passes or something.
Of course.
that's fine. I'll be happy with that.
No
Would you buy our action figures?
Oh sure.
I would. I'd keep them in the package, though.
Yeah.
Visible thumbs.
We got to get going. Next week, we've got a regrown show. Rowdy V, myself, and Johnny V will be here.
Yeah, again.
Hanging out, talking about bands playing other bands' music. We'll have Absolutely Perfect playing your guys' music if you guys leave this with us.
Awesome, for sure.
Thanks.
So that'll be next week. We are going to leave the show with their song called Tiger off of Absolutely Perfect's album called Live to Be. Shortly,
Oh my God.
shortly, what's that song about?
A girl.
They're all
Is
about
it?
a girl.
A very
the girl used to be a
confusing
band.
I mean,
situation
Randy
for
doesn't know how
somebody.
to tell a story shortly.
No, I know.
It's about basically being fake, putting out something and being something else. We can all understand that.
Right.
That's what it's about.
okay.
Well put, Tim.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Here it is, Tiger by Absolutely Perfect off their album Live to Be. Classic Rock 102.9, local homegrown show. Guys, have a good night.
Obscurities as she claims her dizzy throne. Every time she speaks, you'll see her exclaiming her defense. The clever lies to guide your eyes away from her weakness. No, I can't save you. I can't save you from yourself. Oh, control. When she comes to realize the cost of stubbornness, a shift of fame will change her life, making way for influence. Oh, I can't save you. I can't save you from yourself. Oh, I can't save you. I can't save you from yourself. No, independence is all she wants. The struggle will blind her to, yeah. And everything that she's hoping to gain will never compare to what she will lose.
From Northern Illinois through the Illinois Valley, Classic Rock 1029 WMKB Earlville, a KM communication station 1029